One of the things that I consider very important is to realize and understand that God's plan is dependent upon miracles. Miracles are essential part of God's plan for us while we're in this earth. Now, what I discovered was that there are 4 essential miracles that we must all experience in order to qualify for heaven. 4 essential miracles in order to qualify for heaven. Now that's a shocking statement, but let me say it like this. If we look in the Bible, we're going to see that God's plan follows certain steps almost every time. First of all, there's the miracle that I call the invitation miracle. And that's what Jesus was doing in his ministry. He went about through all of Israel performing miracles, teaching and performing miracles. Now the question is this. We believe that just hearing the gospel will get a person into heaven. Why then were the miracles so important? Now I'm going to tell you why. Because the miracles were a demonstration of what was available in God's kingdom while we're on this earth. For those people that are hurting in the world, who are poor, who are sick, who are down and out, who have problem children, who have destructive habits, all these miracles demonstrated to these people we have something better in God's kingdom. Now, let's look more closely at these 4 miracles. First, I started with the invitation miracle. Secondly, there is the new birth. In order to go to heaven, a person must be born again. We can't do that on our own. That's a miracle. When that happens, we receive the Holy Spirit within us. We can't do that. It's humanly impossible. So we need a miracle to perform that, to produce that. We need to receive that miracle. And then thirdly, the third miracle is the baptism into the Holy Spirit. That's when the Holy Spirit comes upon us. In the new birth, we receive Him within. But this is another operation and ministry of the Holy Spirit. He covers us. He clothes us. And when that happens, we receive the ability to speak in a new language. And that new language, tongues, is very important. But it's a miracle. We cannot make that happen through human ability or scientific projects. The government can issue a decree and have people filled with the Holy Spirit. It's a miracle of God. And then fourth, one of the most important miracles after we believe in Jesus, after we're born again, after we're filled with the Holy Spirit, is what I call the miracle of sanctification. That's a process. It's a miracle producing process which cleanses people, perfects people, and changes people. It does something to our soul. It does something to our personality. It gets rid of anger and gossip and greed and lust. And it fills us with godly attributes. It brings in divine love and divine power and divine wisdom, compassion and peace. All those things come into our soul. It's a miracle. We can't do that on our own. So this sanctification miracle involves changing the way we are. It imparts godly attributes into our soul. So there we have 4 essential miracles. All these come from God. God is the source, and we have a part to play. You know, we can't get saved, we can't get born again unless we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord. So all these miracles require participation on our part. So we're going to be talking about not only these 4 miracles and why we need miracles, but how we can receive and produce more miracles on a regular basis in our life for our family, for ourselves, and for our friends and loved ones and neighbors. Miracles are an essential part of God's plan.